My name is Marilyn Lewis, and I teach science at Vanden High School, and I've been teaching for 27 years. I've always been really interested in the world around me. My dad probably is the one who really fostered that in me when I was a kid. And then my husband became a teacher, and I saw the love of teaching through him, and I decided that that'd be really great to have both of us be teachers together. We'd have the summers off and be able to raise our families and spend a lot of family time that way. So this year with the Next Generation Science Standards, we've moved physics from senior year down to freshman year, which is so much fun. I never thought I would like to teach physics because I didn't like it when I was in high school. But it's basically we play with toys all day long. We're throwing balls, we're rolling things, we're shooting balloons across the room, and then we do some math, we do a few measurements, and we call that physics. And we explain how the world works in terms of science. And they don't realize that they're actually learning things. I'm the National Honor Society advisor at Vanden High School. I have been for the last 11 years, and I work with an organization, a national organization called Binky Patrol. We make blankets for kids in crisis. And I melded those two programs together. And by putting those two together, we're able to make hundreds of blankets and quilts every year. When the tsunami hit in Japan in 2011, we actually sent over 1,144 blankets to Japan as part of a project that we did within our community. But when I first came up to teach at Vanden, I had a student that I'll never forget. His name was Acer, and he's actually a lawyer now. And what was unusual about Acer is he was blind. And he taught me how to look at the world totally differently, because we did this lab where, for our final exam, that they had to count the number of vibrations that this inertia balance made. It bounced up and down. And Acer couldn't see. And I thought, how am I going to modify this so that Acer can count these vibrations? And I went to him and I said, Acer, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you to do this. And he says, Miss Lewis, I got this. And he put his finger on the very edge of it and he felt the vibrations. And ever since then, for the last 17 years, I've been telling my other students who could see perfectly fine that we're having a hard time counting these vibrations. This is what this blind student showed me. And all the other kids are like, that's really a great idea. So I learn from the students probably just as much, or even more sometimes, than they learn from me. So my dad, first and foremost, make you cry, he's 86. This whole Teacher of the Year thing has just really brought a lot of life back into him. To my husband, obviously, for listening to me every day when I come home and gripe about this or that, and always encouraging me. To my kids, I have 4 kids. I've got to teach 3 of them. And then my best friend at school, Katie Green, she nominated me for this, so I knew I was going to cry this hard. It's the worst.